And our hearts are evil. And I know a lot of you go, oh, no, 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 no. My mom always said I got a good heart. I'm a good boy. Well, that's not what Jesus says. Jesus says, for out of the heart comes evil thoughts. Out of the heart flows murder and adultery and sexual immorality and theft and false testimony and slander. You know, every couple of years, there's these sociological studies that are done. And the studies will ask questions similar like, hey, if you could do this horrendous crime, and there was going to be no consequences, you wouldn't get caught. If you could perform this horrendous crime, would you do it? And it's shocking how many people say, well, yeah, I would. I mean, if I could do it and get away with it, yeah, I'm going to do it. I mean, it's amazing how many people agree that they would do it. For out of the heart comes murder and slander and sexual immorality. I mean, have you ever heard somebody say, oh, maybe it's even you, I would never do that. I would never say that. And then you do? See, it's a matter of the heart. Now, I don't know about you, but I want change. Because in all honesty, I've got attitudes. And I say things, and I got viewpoints, and I've got these thoughts that in all honesty, I want to change. I don't want them. I know they're destructive, and I know they're wrong, and I know they're not good, and I want them to change. But it's so hard for us to do it, isn't it? I've gone to the doctor within the last year. I've gone to the doctor several different times. And I already know what the doctor's going to say. Okay, I can go in and I can say, oh, my knee hurts. He said, you're getting old. And I can go in and I can say, oh, this hurts or this is wrong. They blame everything on getting old right now. I'm at that point in life where they blame everything on getting old. Okay, you're getting older. You're just getting older. Okay, well, I sat down with my doctor. This isn't too long ago, and my doctor was talking about cholesterol. Now, I've never had a problem with high cholesterol. And so my doctor's talking to me about cholesterol. He's talking about, LDLs, HDLs, triglycerides. And he could tell that he was losing me. I wasn't really paying attention. So he tried this different tact. And he said, I don't want you to be out exercising. I don't want you to be out running. And then all of a sudden you fall over because of a heart attack. I don't want you to be out there doing something, and all of a sudden you get yourself in trouble and you fall over. And I said, well, Doc, you've got more diplomas in this kind of stuff than I do, but you're wrong. I said, you're never going to catch me out there running. Okay. But his point is, you know what? I mean, you could be running, you could be successful, you could be married, you could be whatever it is, okay? And if something is, you could be looking good and looking strong and looking fit on the outside, but if something is wrong with the heart, it can end very badly. I mean, Paul. Remember Paul? He wrote 13 books of the New Testament. Paul, that great missionary who went around the Mediterranean basin planting churches in Asia Minor and as far as Europe. I mean, this great evangelist, Paul, says this, for I know that good itself does not dwell in me. That is, in my sinful nature. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. For I do not do the good I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing. So now if I do what I do not want to do, it is no longer I who do it, but it is sin living in me that does it. I mean, this is Paul. And Paul is saying, the good I want to do, I don't do. And the very evil, the very things that I don't want to do, I find myself doing it over and over and over again. It was in Luke chapter 11 that Jesus was talking to his disciples. And Jesus said this, if you then, though you are evil. I mean, he's talking to his hand-picked disciples. He's saying to his disciples, if you guys are evil. And these were the men he was going to use to proclaim the gospel around the world. You see, being the very best version of you is still evil, is still sinful. And when we finally catch on, when we recognize the truth that we mess up or that we said something or we did something, then we apply the moral law to the act of our heart. We just promise ourselves, you know what, I'm going to resolve to do better. I'm not going to say that again. I'm not going to behave like that again. And we attempt to save ourselves. We think we can fix it ourselves by our own strength, our own power, our own intellect. And when we do that, we're focusing on self. We're making ourselves God. We think we can save ourselves, and we're enhancing our own self-centeredness. It's all about me. And ultimately, there's no change.